Hello, and this is another one of my games you've probably never heard of, series, commentary, review type thing. The one I'm doing today is Dear Esther, if that's how it's pronounced. It's probably had a bit more exposure than the other two games I've done in my last couple of videos, but still a game most of you will be looking at going, the fuck is Dear Esther? So, I'll talk you through it. Yeah, I remember why I stopped playing this now. I spent a good couple of hours playing it. Thought, that's a good section to quit. Came back on. Didn't save my fucking game, I have to save the game. Bullshit. So if you're watching this and you do decide to play this, save. Do remember to save your bloody game. So yeah, I'll have to start from the beginning. Where to begin?
Dear Esther, I've lost track of how long.
Well, I'll talk over this. I'll mute the audio or something. Actually, I'll turn it down a bit. Oh, I can do it in the video later. Yeah, it's very wordy. Very wordy, this game. You sort of, there isn't really a point to it. It's one of these sort of games you sort of just travel and just uncover sort of conversations as you go through, and it sort of pieces together a story. I've heard from people, if you play it a second time, there'll be different sort of quotes on different sections, so I mean it might have a bit of replay value, but it's definitely one of them sort of games you play through once as a sort of experience. It's more of an experience than a game than anything. There's very little you can actually do. I mean, you've got your flashlight, and that's probably the most exciting thing you've got. The fuck? Quite buggy as well. I mean, I just sunk through the floor there. Yeah, other than that, I mean, you've got sprint. No, you don't even have a sprint. And you can zoom in. Yeah, you got a zoom in function as well. This is pretty high-tech shit. I mean, there's kind of multiple paths, but it's the sort of thing you walk one way, see a little sort of landmark, come back and go forward. I mean, it's pretty much just an A to B sort of game. And that's about it. I mean, he talks about this sort of ongoing stories are going on. I mean, you won't understand what's going on. It will make sense as the chapters go on. I mean, I was quite near the end. Obviously before my not save incident happened. Yeah, I mean, I picked this up once again on the deal. I think it was only about £3 on Green Man Gaming actually, so I thought, what's the worst that could happen? Tried it. And I mean, for that, it's fun as a sort of one night blast through and have an experience sort of thing, but I wouldn't give this any awards or anything. Saying that, surprisingly, one thing that did surprise me is the standard of the graphics. They are quite good, considering it's a little indie game. There's a chapter later on which I sadly can't show you for obvious reasons, but it's in like a cave, really surprisingly beautiful. Plenty of sort of graphical options on him. I mean, you've got your slider options, anti-aliasing, all that sort of stuff. I don't think I was meant to fall down there. Don't really know what else to say. I mean, yeah, if you see this cheap, you might be into this sort of thing. It's kind of detective exploration sort of game, and I guess you could get it for the story. I mean, I didn't finish it, so I don't know how good the story is, but it seemed like it was getting somewhere. I won't ruin anything. It can be kind of difficult. I mean, there was one section I did not have a fucking clue where I was meant to go. And after about 20 minutes I noticed there was this tiny little river I could actually walk up, so I went up there and got through. But yeah, there'll be plenty of stages you probably get quite stuck at. But I mean, most of it's quite self-explanatory. Just got to look around for it. Yeah, I really wish there was a sprint. I might actually be able to show you a bit more in this video. It's just me talking with a bit of scenery. I don't really know what else there is to say. I think average playtime, I was quite near the end and I got there in about an hour and a half, so it's probably a good sort of 2-hour experience, 2 to 3, depending on sort of how well you notice the route you're meant to take. It'll probably be about, I don't know, 20 minutes if you could sprint. I think that's the only reason there isn't a sprint function. So the game actually lasts a little bit longer. I think this video might end up a bit choppy. I don't know if it is, but if it is, it's because I'm currently rendering another video. I stupidly got impatient and wanted to do another video while one's rendering, so if it's choppy, apologies. But it's not like you're missing much anyway. I mean, I think you're meant to get to that big radio tower sort of thing by the last chapter. I was slowly heading towards it. There is quite a nice variety in scenery. The first couple of chapters is this sort of stuff, like walking over valleys and cliffs and that. I think it's chapter 3 or 4. It gets quite interesting, going for these really sort of beautiful blue crystal caves and stuff. This is long. Yeah, I don't think there's really much else I can say or show you about this game, but yeah, I mean, if you're up for something for a night and you see this for a couple of quid, then you can't really go wrong. But I wouldn't recommend this if you're looking for something, once again, like a sort of meaty, innovative sort of game. This is pretty much just a, I don't know, visual story. Yeah, I guess I'll end this video there. It doesn't need to be particularly long, but saying that, I want to see if there's any deaths. So, there you go, a blackout. I'll end on a blackout. Alright, catch you later, guys.